What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? I hope you are having a blessed Friday. Today's video, as you can see on the title, is the story of man. Okay, this is a story of a man that's standing in the middle of an ocean on a very small platform of rocks. Okay, and as he is standing, there is a storm raging at this man. I mean, thunder, lightning, the wind is going crazy. The rain is non-stop. The tides of the ocean. And this man is consistently being hit by everything and is trying to push this man or throw this man into the water. Now the question is, what happens when the man goes in the water? Right? What happens when he is submerged into the water because of the rain, because of the wind, because of the sound of the thunder, because of lightning, how scared this man is? He falls into the water, right? And he has to get back on the rocks, otherwise he drowns. He gets caught in this tides, and God knows where the water will take him. This story is applicable to every single person in this world. Hear me out. The wind are the voices inside of your head. The rain is the life, your daily situations in your life, the obstacles. The lightning, everything that happened in your past, that anger, whatever you've been keeping in all of your life is inside of your head, right? That is your anger, your rage. And then the thunder. All the voices all around you, the people, the criticism, the people who come up to you and as if they are your best friend, but they don't care about you. They want to use you. The people who in front of you, they're all smiles. But when they're with other people, you start to hear people talk about you. The people who let you down when you thought that they were your friends, and when you really needed them, they weren't there. The story of man is the story of life. And what I wanted to share with you, as this story has helped me, is how many of us are in this situation? The situation of we went through something in the past. We went through something that really was tragic. And this was 10 years ago. This was 15 years ago. And you're still living on it. You're still living on it every single day. You haven't been able to move on. This is a story of a man who gets back up on the rocks and fights. I get it. I don't know what your situation is. I don't know how bad your situation is. And honestly, I'm not here to talk about what your situation is. Listen, we could go by the water, sit down and look at the skyline and start to conversate about what happened in my life, in your life. What happened to someone you knew, someone that you loved. But honestly, I'm not even here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about, well, what are you gonna do? Because it happened 10 years ago. It happened 5 years ago. It happened 2 years ago. Every single day you wake up in the morning. I mean, you're literally on chapter 30 in your current life, but you've been living on chapter 2. You've been living on chapter 3, and you can see in your face. This ain't life, man. Get back up on the rocks. Get back up on the rocks. Otherwise you will drown. Otherwise it will be hard to get back up. I mean, how many of us go through a certain situation in life where, I mean, we dig the hole deeper and deeper and deeper, and we can't get out. And we wake up and our life used to be full of vibrancy, full of happiness, full of laughter. And now it's just black and white. Your head is down. And people come up and talk to you, they care about you, and you're not present. You're not present. You're not there. And to be honest with you, and that happened in my life, I was better as dead because I wasn't giving value to my friends. I wasn't giving value to my family. I didn't care about their presence. I was still living in the past, as we all are. Before I go, I'm asking you to please, if you have some time, to sit down and to look back at whatever happened and accept it and move on. Life is so much better if you just decide. You may ask the question, well, when does this storm end? When does the man finally not face the wrath of the storm and gets to see the beautiful blue skies with the sun shining at him and the water as level as ever? You want to know? It's when the man decides to move on. It's when the man decides to accept what happens. When the lightning strikes the water, it creates a crazy tide. That's all in your head. You've been living in the past for so long that all you are is the past. And you don't even know it. You can't identify it because you're just in it. Move on. I'm not here to talk about your situation, my situation. I'll pray for you. But at the same time, I pray that you move on. And you accept it. And you see what life can offer you. It's okay. It's okay to move on. It's okay with what happened. The story of man is not about someone who just falls off the rocks and drowns because you couldn't fight it. It's about a man who fights and fights and fights and fights and gets back up on the rocks. This is life. It's not easy. It's not fun. We have to fight.